the organization? Give us an overview.
WILL, which is Women in Logistics Leadership, was formed about a year and a half ago based on my personal need. I had worked for a company for 14 years, and I had found out after I had become unemployed that I really didn't build a personal network. And so I felt that there's probably other people out in the industry that have felt the same way that I have, because I don't really recall anything being available for that. So I started with just mentioning it to a couple of friends in the industry, and so we formed the group, and it's about there's about 35 people that have signed up within the group currently within our industry, and it's a really good mesh of people, shippers, truckers, freight forwarders, even some customs compliance individuals.
And Tania is a member of your group?
Yes, Tania.
Yeah, I recently joined, and I was really attracted by the two main components of this organization, which is one is mentorship and networking. And here at Breakbulk, we really appreciate the opportunity to build our network. I mean, this is a great tool for experienced people and newcomers to this industry to know what this whole business is about. We have on the mentorship side the purpose of teaching new people or less experienced people on how to develop their elevator speech and how to develop the networking skills so they grow within the industry.
So where do you want to go? Where are you going to take this group?
Okay. So the main objective of the group is, like we said, just mentoring and helping the individuals become better people. We don't have we definitely don't want it to be like a nonprofit. That's not our goal, or to get people to sponsor us or, make money or anything. It's all about personal growth. So I think what we're doing now is just getting the word out, and we want individuals to know who we are, where they can come. And as we grow, then I guess, we'll deal with how that works. But I feel that there's so much opportunity within our own industry that just building a team building network is even better than building a group of 60 people all that come together. So if you go to a networking event, you meet one person, you may not come back to the networking event, but you have a connection. So you'll leave with a connection. And we're starting it off in Houston because that's where we're at and it's easy. But I can see people in our industry, they move around. So you would give a little seed where maybe they would do it at wherever they move to, and just building the network. Just building the network and building everybody's experience. There's not really a plan as to become some, organization with policies or anything like that. It's based about need.
And there is so much talent out there, not only women in logistics, but all around, that can be shared with students, with interns, with people that is fairly new to this industry, and this would be a very good platform for that purpose.
Excellent. So what if a man wants to join?
That's a good question. We were just discussing that. At first, I was always saying only the women can come, but I think as we build our network, we need the gentlemen to come, or the men to come, or the guys to come, even the male students to come, because they need to understand how we look at things differently, not have the gender bias that's out in the industry, so they can see how. There is lots of women in the industry, but the key thing is they're not in leadership. So if you look in our industry, the leadership is what's missing, having women in leadership. But men, we want them to be there because we want them to hear the things that we feel concerned about. Like we spoke about in interview as an example. There's a study that is out that says that women are interviewed by what they've done in the past. It's not about what they are going to do in the future. And when a man is interviewed, they're looked at like, oh, what could they bring? What could they do? What possibilities they do have? And when I read that study, I even saw that in myself, that was one of the characteristics I even thought about. So I feel that men need to be involved, because that's the only way we're going to become gender biased. We have to teach them. We can't just teach ourselves what to say. We need to teach them to listen or to be observant of people's actions and stuff. So it'll be
If
definitely.
someone is interested in learning more about Will, how can they get in touch with you?
There is a website that it was just recently put in place, www.WIALL Women in Logistics Leadership. So they can reach us there.
Right, willleadership.com, or they can email at willleadership@gmail.com, and we'll definitely be available. And also just a reminder that we do any Lone Star student, we currently have our registration that's going to be due in October for mentors that are women that are in logistics. You could be an engineer, procurement, any of the studies, but just willing to be mentored by somebody in the logistics arena. It's open until October 30th, and it's based on the Lone Star students.